Make f the subject of the relations. Our given relation is c equals the fraction 1 over 8 pi u multiplying, or in bracket, 5f squared plus u squared, right? So let's quickly solve it. So our solution. So our given equation is c equals the fraction 1 over 8 pi u multiplying, or in bracket, 5f squared plus u squared, right? So here, right, the fraction 1 over 8 pi u is it, it's a whole variable on its own, and it is multiplying, right? It is multiplying, or in brackets, right, or in brackets, 5f squared plus u squared, right? So we are going to have, so we are going to have c equals the fraction 1 over 8 pi u multiplying, or in bracket, 5f squared plus u squared, right? So here we find the LCM. Our LCM here is 8, right? So we multiply our LCM through both sides of the equation, right? So when we do that, we are going to have 8 multiplying c equals 8 multiplying the fraction 1 over 8 pi u multiplying, or in bracket, 5f squared plus u squared, right? So we are going to have a new equation to be 8 multiplying c equals 8 multiplying the fraction 1 over 8 pi u multiplying, or in bracket, 5f squared plus u squared, right? So we are going to have our new equation to be 8c equals pi u, because 8 will cancel itself, right? So 8 will cancel itself. 1, it will cancel 8 here. 1, right? Leaving pi u, right? So that's how come we have 8c, which is 8 multiplying c equals pi u multiplying the fraction, multiplying 5f squared plus u squared, right? So we simplify, right? Now, here we have to find another LCM again, right? So our new LCM is pi u, right? Because pi u is the least common factor that can cancel out pi u itself, and it can also cancel 8c, right? For we to have the factor f squared plus u squared, or in bracket, to stand on its own, right? So we are going to cancel out each side of the equation by pi u, right? So when we do that, we are going to have the fraction 8c over pi u equals the fraction pi u divided by pi u, right? Multiplying, or in bracket, 5f squared plus u squared, right? So when we do the cancellation, right, pi u would cancel itself. Pi u will cancel itself here. So you are going to have our new equation to be the fraction 8c divided by pi u, right? So you are going to have the fraction 8c divided by pi u equals 5f squared plus u squared, right? So we are going to have our equation to be the fraction 8c over pi u minus u square, right, equals 5f squared, because we are asked to make f the subject of the relations, right? And we have to group like terms in such a situation where f could get the chance to stand on its own, right? So 5f squared, right, we maintained it, right? And u squared is a positive u squared plus u squared, right? So it had to cross the equal to sign, and whenever a variable crosses the equal to sign, it changes its form, right? So because it is a positive u squared, when it crossed the equal to sign, it became a minus u squared, right? So we are going to have our new equation to be the fraction 8c divided by pi u minus u square equals 5f square, right? So, right, and we want to make f the subject of the relation, so we have to cancel out with the 5f square, right? We have to cancel out with by 5, right? And whatever you do for the left hand side of the equation, you do same for the right hand side of the equation. So, and in reciprocal order, whatever you do for 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 the right hand side of the equation, you do same for the left hand side. So that means we have to cancel out both sides by 5. So we are going to have a new equation to be the fraction, or in brackets 8c divided by pi u minus u square, right, divided by 5 equals the fraction, right, 5 multiplying f square divided by 5, right? So 5 would cancel itself, right? To cancel itself here, to cancel the 5 here, leaving f squared to stand on its own, right? So yes, so that's the cancellation with it, right? Leaving f squared to stand on its own. So we are going to have a new equation to be, or in bracket, the fraction 8c over pi u minus u square, right, divided by 5. Okay, now here the signature here, or the signage here, is the division sign, right? And every number is divisible by 1, right? So 5 here has a divisible 1 here. Okay, so 5 over 1, right? And the signage here, or the sign here, is a division sign, so it will change its form to become a multiplication sign. And whenever it changes its form, the opposing fraction here will also reciprocate, or it will reverse from 5, from it being 5, the fraction 5 over 1, to become the fraction 1 over 5, right? So in simplifying further, we are going to have our new equation to be f square equals, right, f square equals, or in brackets, the fraction 8c divided by pi u minus u square, multiplying the fraction 1 over 5, right? Because the sign changed from division to multiplication, right? So whenever the sign change, affects the variable, right? So the variable metamorphizes to its inverse form, right? It changes to its inverse formation, right? So we are going to have our new equation to be f squared equals the fraction, or in brackets 8c divided by pi u minus u square, multiplying the fraction 1 over 5, right, equals, let's break it further. So we are going to further have f squared equals, or in bracket, the fraction 8c, right, divided by pi u minus u square, multiplying 1 over 5, right? So here we were tasked to make f the subject of the relations, but f square, right, f square is not f, right? So in order to eliminate the square, we have to introduce the root square, right? So whatever you do for the left hand side of the equation, you do same for the right hand side of the equation, right? So we are going to have our new equation to be, hence the root square of f square equals the root square of the fraction 1 over 5 multiplying the fraction 8c divided by pi u minus u square, right? So in simplifying further, right, the square root would cancel itself out, and the square would also cancel itself out, leaving f to be the subject of the relation. So hence f is equal to the root square of the fraction 1 over 5 multiplying, or in bracket 8c divided by pi u minus u square as our final answer, right? Right. So therefore our f equals the root square, right? The root square of the fraction 1 over 5 multiplying the fraction 8c over pi u minus u square, right, as our final answer, right? Thank you so much for watching today's series. Kindly do well to subscribe for more. Thank you. Bye.